So we've been back in person for about 3 months now. I think there's been a lot of places to learn from. In this past 3 months, I learned about how much opportunity there is back in person. I'm really excited to be back. It's just really awesome seeing school spirit again. We just went through homecoming, spirit week, the dance, and football games. There's so much community that wasn't there in this past year, and I think that's really exciting. And I think there's also been a lot of opportunity in the sense of education and technology. I think it's safe to say that the future is going to be pretty technology based and that school is leaning more towards that. So I say we just lean fully into that. And I'll explain what I mean.
And it's switching time to a Chromebook. Yes, here at Google, we made an operating system based on a web browser.
I think there's a lot of opportunity here. We saw this year that students were offered Chromebooks if they needed it, that school has Wi-Fi, and that they could offer Wi-Fi for students who need it, and basically just provide a way for all the students to access the internet in some way, shape, or form. And I think that we could take more advantage of this. I know that there's a lot of classes right now that don't really use computers, and I don't think every class needs to. Like, what are you going to do in PE? Use a computer to do something? I don't know. But for other classes, I think it's just a great opportunity to elevate our learning and make it more online and prepare us better for the future when we will have to do stuff online, inevitably. We just have this great opportunity right now that I think we should take advantage of.
Poignant quote from unknown philosopher to kick off presentation in dramatic fashion. Juvenile slide transition to spice things up.
But while I do think that this is a great opportunity, I also do have a couple criticisms, which is what motivated me to make this video in the first place. While some teachers have done really well with moving more towards an online format, I think other teachers and administrators have not done as great of a job. A bit over a year ago, when we were first discussing reopening in the 2020 to 2021 school year, people at the district ended up making a presentation, and it looked something like this. It looked bad. Green on green does not work. And I know it's been a year, but this has not left my mind that these administrators who are higher than the highest at Carlmont would lack the skills to make a presentation that were literally taught in high school in our classes. It just seems very ironic to me, if you will. And also, just to offload a little bit, there's just little things that have been bugging me since freshman year. Like, why doesn't Canvas have a dark mode? I blind myself every time I need to check if I turned in an assignment when I'm about to go to bed. It's not something that's really in our control, but it's just something to think about, and where all the little things are just kind of holding us back a bit from fully embracing an online culture.
Whether it takes 2 hours or 4 hours, I don't care. If you're part of this team, you're staying until the routine is clean.
But I don't want to leave this on a sour note, so let me talk about some things that I think are really awesome that the district and everybody has done. I think it's really awesome that they've been able to provide Chromebooks and Wi-Fi for students. That's such a big deal, especially given the circumstances, and it's such a big deal that we now can all almost reliably access the internet. On another note, I remember in 4th and 5th grade, after moving here from Seattle, I was just amazed at seeing the little Chromebook carts that were shared between the classrooms in 4th and 5th grade in elementary school. And over the years, I've seen those Chromebooks get better. I've seen the Google tools we use get better. And I've seen teachers adapt more towards that style of teaching. And I think that's really cool. Learning, at least my learning, has been elevated. And I think it's really cool that we've run more towards the internet. And I think we should continue to do that. And now is the best opportunity that we have to just take a massive leap forward. So basically, I think it's really cool, everything that's been going on in the past year and even further than that. And I think that there's some areas to improve when embracing the internet per se. And I think that there's been a lot of things to praise and a lot of things to look forward to and a few things to criticize, but overall just something really exciting that I'm looking forward to in the future and seeing how that will evolve. But that's been it. For Scott Center, I'm Ethan Mann.